Okay, this is how to claim your business on Bing Business. It's very similar for Google Business as well. So I'm just going to do Bing. So here are things that you should know prior, prerequisites, as it were. One, you do need a Bing account. You can use any email address to have a Bing account. You just have to verify the email address. So for this is an example. This is the verification process when you are creating your account. So what it does is it's, create a new Bing account, which, I can kind of show you, but I won't actually go through it. So bing.com. Okay. So I will sign out and then you can kind of get the general idea. So when you go to Bing, you have this little guy right here. Click on sign in, and then you can hit create a new account. Just fill out the form, type in any email address that you want, and then Microsoft will send you the verification email address with a 4-digit code. You type it in there, and then your account will be created. Pretty straightforward and easy, so that's why I didn't walk through this entire step. Um, when you are done, you're going to have to log into Bing, so then you would use that specific email address, and you would use the password that you create. So when you are logged in, you're logged in, and then you kind of just come to Bing. It doesn't look any different between if you're signed in or signed out, but you'll notice right here that you are signed in because it will say your name. Okay, and then you just Bing is Bing My Business, and so you will then go through and go to Bing Places, which would be easier if you just said Bing Places. And this is the confusing thing when you're using Google and or Bing. It's the same kind of information. They just call it kind of different things. Okay, so Bing Places for Business. So you just click here, and since you are already logged in, it should auto sign you in. However, if it doesn't automatically sign you in, just click on sign in again. Okay, and then you would go through this right here. You have a Microsoft account already. That's what we just did prior. It'll force you to sign in all the way over again, which is kind of dumb. Again, Google doesn't do this, so just to let you know. Okay, and then I'm just going to say yes. Okay, so now that you're logged in, this information is automatically going to appear. This is the information that you've created automatically with Bing. So when you create your original account, it'll have your name and everything. So then all that you would do is just fill out your information. So in this circumstance, let me pull up. So one of the biggest things that you need to know is that what we need to do is we need to match the information on your website exactly as the same information on Google. Phone number, everything, even to the point of how the phone number is displayed. So we know that his phone number is right here, and so I'm just going to go ahead and type it in. Notifications, gotta love notifications. So I'm just going to move this to the right. Okay, there we go. And then, so the thing is that if you're going to use the brackets around the area code and then a space and then the phone number, you need to make sure that you do the same thing on Google My Business as in Bing Places. So it needs to be the exact same information. So then just go ahead and click Save. You are not on if you cannot find it, or if you're not in Google My Business. If you're in Google My Business, click this button. It'll transfer everything over. If you're not in Google My Business, you have to click this button, and then you can add this information manually. So then it's going to ask you a bunch of information about your business, and just go through and fill it out. The biggest thing that people forget to do is hours. Make sure, especially if you're a real estate agent or if you work from home, make sure that you put office hours in there. Even on the weekends, fill that out completely. That's something that counts against you. The same thing with the phone number. Make sure that you type it in exactly the same every single time. This is really kind of it. It's pretty simple. This is really the biggest thing that you need to do. So, so we're going to type this in, and then we can get away with the zip code. Okay, and then click search. And so what's going to happen is it will try and find it, and they can't find it. So then you just hit create new business, and then you just keep filling out the form. It's pretty simple and straightforward, but this is how to do Being My Business. And what this does is, for example, in the search results, is that you will have this kind of listing and in Bing and in Google. So this is the Google version. And so it's the same exact thing with Google. To make sure that your Google information is correct, you would Google My Business, and I would do this in Google, and then again you would have this right here. And so same thing, click on the sign in button. Even though I'm already signed in, it may prompt you to sign in again, but again, just fill out the form step by step. The biggest thing is just to make sure it's the same exact information that you used anywhere else. Yelp would be another place to do this as well. Again, just fill out the information exactly the same. If you're using parentheses around the phone number, use parentheses every single time. If you are filling out your address and you spell out place, make sure you spell out place everywhere else. Make sure it's spelled out on your website. Make sure it's spelled out in everywhere else. If it's on your website as PL, then just do PL. So just kind of match across the board what you're doing. And then this really helps with you showing up. Business name. If you are just a real estate agent, excuse me. If you are just a real estate agent or a real estate attorney, you can do your name, and then throw in a key phrase in there. Same thing if you are a real estate agent. Again, same thing. And I would, if you're a real estate agent, actually in both circumstances, I would make sure that that's the one area that you want to work out of the most. And then, like I said, that's it. Just fill it out as you go along. Both of them will have an opportunity to add pictures. Go ahead and add pictures. If you're a real estate agent, then use a photo of yourself and some listings that you've sold. If you are a real estate attorney, then add a photo of yourself, and then you could go to Pexels, PEXELS.com, Pexels, and get some stock photos to put on there, or pictures of happy clients. And then after that, once your business is claimed, then that's pretty much it. You have to do the same thing with Yelp, and the reason why you want to do that with Yelp is that if these information right here, this information is with Google and Google reviews. In Bing, if you do the same exact thing, this information is all brought from Yelp. So to get a better ranking here, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to attach your Yelp with your Bing place. To get a better ranking here, not only are you going to have to match exactly everything that you put in here with everything else, everywhere else your business is listed, but then again, Google reviews. So again, doing them both, you have to have a Yelp account and you have to have a Business Places account, a Bing Places account, and a Google My Business account, and then they all have to have the same exact information. Yelp and Bing will work together, and Google has its own review system already. So that's how you add your information to Google and to Bing. Again, just make sure you match it across the board. All right, thanks.